Hey everyone, Simon here with Top Tennis Training, and in this video I want to show you 3 drills that will help you improve your slice serve. Now before we get into the drills, what exactly is a slice serve and why would we want to use it? Now the slice serve is basically a serve that bounces and will spin away from your opponent if you hit it correctly. It's great for opening up the court because the player then has to chase that ball away to the right and they'll end up in the tram lines if you've hit a good slice serve. On the ad side, we could also use a slice serve down the tee. And you can also use a slice serve on both sides to serve into the player's body. So the returner will then be jammed up hopefully, and then you'll have an easier shot to attack. Now before we get into drill 1, if you're serious about improving your game, then make sure you have subscribed to the channel and you turn on the notification bell. Now the mechanics of the slice serve I have covered in a previous video, and I'll leave the link to that video down below, but some of the basics are, the first thing is where you're actually making contact with the ball. Now if we think about the ball as a clock, we have 12 o'clock on the top, 6 o'clock on the bottom. Now some coaches and some people will teach you to hit the slice serve at 3 o'clock. Now the issue with that is if I hit the ball with any real power, it's going to sail wide because it doesn't have that dipping effect. Now what we want to do is actually hit the ball around 1 or 2 o'clock. So 1 o'clock is ideal. This will help you to really hit down on the ball, but still impart that slice that you need for that ball to curve away. So 1 o'clock is your ideal contact point for that slice serve. Now this doesn't mean that I'm hitting the side of the ball exactly as 1 o'clock. If you imagine the ball as a flat image, so I'm hitting 1 o'clock but on the back of the ball. So I'm not hitting the side of the ball because then the ball will have no power and it will simply skid off the court. But what I am doing is hitting 1 o'clock on that flat image, and this will allow me to really produce that slice but get that dipping effect, which is so important to pulling the player off the court. Now the second thing you want to focus on when you are hitting the slice serve is the positioning of the body. Now when we hit a kick serve, we stay side on. When we hit a flat serve, we can open up. But with the slice serve, especially on the deuce side going wide, you want to really feel like you're opening the shoulders, you're opening the body prior to contact. So at the contact point, I'll be fully open when I'm hitting this slice serve. This will allow me to then throw my right shoulder forward, and this is exactly what we're going to work on in one of the drills. Now in this first drill, we're going to be serving from the singles tram line, very wide on the deuce court. All I'm going to be doing is throwing the ball far to the right side of my body. So I'm going to be exaggerating that extreme slice effect that I want to produce when I'm hitting the real slice serve, and I'm simply curving the ball on the outside, so really hitting it like it's 3 o'clock. This is where you can really practice hitting the ball at 3 o'clock and being aggressive with the strings. See how much slice you can produce in that side-on position. Now of course when we go back to the real motion, you're not going to be doing this, hitting the ball and then coming down like so. You still want to be hitting the ball and then pronating after the contact point. So I'm in my trophy position, I'm in that side-on position with my body. I'm going to throw the ball extremely far to my right, as far as I can, to still make contact and see how much slice I can produce on this serve. I could also work here on actually opening my right shoulder, so when I finish the serve I end up with the shoulder facing the net, and this will help me to uncoil when I actually go back to my normal serve. Here is where it's vital that you start pulling away from the contact point with your left arm if you're a right-handed player, so your non-hitting arm. As I toss the ball, my left arm is pointing up to the ball, but then it pulls away, which allows me to uncoil the shoulders and open up the entire body. The faster I pull this left arm away, the more I'll open up the body, and this is vital for your slice serve. Left arm goes up, pulls away. Left arm up, pull away. Left arm up, pull away. Now before we get into the next drill, I just want to let you know that we have a free serve guide that you can download right away. I'll leave the link below this video. All you have to do is click on that link. That will take you to our website. You simply enter your email address and we'll send you the free guide right away. The guide is how to hit the perfect tennis serve in 5 steps. So click on that link below, don't miss out. Now let's get back to the video. In this next drill, I'm serving from that front on position. So my feet, both feet are pointing towards the net, and I'm serving my normal motion now, but instead of being in that side on position like so, I'm now front on, and this will really help me feel that opening of the shoulders and how I should actually end up even when I start in that side on position. So feet are pointing forwards, I'm doing my normal motion, I can throw the ball slightly more to my right, and I'm still curving the ball, hitting it at around 1 o'clock. Now a good indicator if I'm hitting a good slice serve is if it bounces inside the service box and it passes the doubles tram line, so it goes outside of the doubles tram line before it passes the baseline. So if the returner would have to reach out past the doubles tram line to actually make contact with the ball before it's actually past their baseline, I know I've hit a really good slice serve, I've curved it off the court, and now the opponent is in trouble because they're far off into that doubles alley, and now I have the whole open court to exploit on my next shot. In this next drill, you're now working on your normal service motion, so side on position, but instead of finishing just like this, I'm now going to hit that slice serve, curve it as much as I can, but then finish with my right shoulder facing the net. So it's going to look like this. Finish, and my right shoulder comes all the way around. I want to imagine that I'm throwing this right shoulder into that slice serve. That will help me to then open up the body, and this will allow me to produce the angle that I need for this curving wide slice serve. So there you have it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel as well, and turn on the notification bell. Signing off, Simon from TTT. All the best, guys, and see you soon. Stay safe. Too good.